tapping in real quick. Y'all know we on standby for this Diddy verdict. I want your opinion, man. Will he? I want your prediction. Um, will he walk? Will he get time? Y'all talk to me, man. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me your predictions. Tell me the amount of years you think he gonna get. Tell me why you think he gonna come home. My prediction. My prediction is Diddy gonna get stuck with one of those charges. They gonna give him like 5 years, 2 years time served, year, 2 years time served. He'll be back home, couple years. That's my prediction. I told y'all from the very start of this thing. I told y'all from the very start of this thing, this whole case was bullshit. Now everybody sees that it's bullshit. A lot of people are still, a lot of people are still making up theories, and a lot of people are still uh, listening to incredible sources for their information. Um, but I told y'all from the jump this was bullshit, and people got mad at me. People said I was a pedo. People said that they did the shaming tactics. You know what I'm saying? But anybody with a brain could have told you, man, that this whole thing was some bullshit. And as the evidence came out, these women were bout it. You understand? These women were rollers. I'm talking about nasty of the nasty. You dig? They wanted their allowance. They wanted their monthly stipend. And they cooperated with Diddy. Diddy liked it a certain way. He liked it to do certain things. And he surrounded himself with women, and he courted women that were open to these things. You understand? There was no slavery going on. There was no coercion going on. Uh, there was simply incentive for these women to cooperate with the program that Diddy had going on. You understand? Um, if you've ever been around with people with money, let me tell you something. I want to ask y'all, have y'all ever been around a millionaire, multi-millionaire? Let me tell you, man, people act different. It gets different. The room gets different when people are in a room with a known multi-millionaire. The room gets real different. Um, Even myself, I you're gonna act accordingly. You're gonna act a certain way. You're gonna be, I'm gonna be myself, but at the same time, uh, there's hope. Okay, I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. When you in a room with a multi-millionaire, there's hope and there's opportunity. And these women knew where the bag was at. You understand? Texas Bama, what it do? What's up with your man Cube, man? There's hope and opportunity. These women knew what they were getting themselves into. And I told y'all from day one, go back to my videos last year. Go back to my videos last year and see what I was saying. Because anybody with a brain could tell you, man, that P. Diddy did not need to sex traffic. He did not need to commit these crimes to benefit a larger organization, to get any type of funding. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did not need to do that. Anybody could have told you that. This was simply targeting of a black man, a successful black man. They saw they saw the lawsuit, right? They saw her civil suit, and they decided to go in on a big profile case. Uh, it's a How many people have made money from this case? How many blogs? How many talk shows? This was content central. This is a huge case, man. So when you ask what do they have to gain from persecuting Diddy? They have a lot to gain. Everybody, the judges, DEAs, DAs, everybody. everybody has a lot to gain from this Diddy trial. You understand? So it's looking like to me, the United States government is going to fail. Gia, baby, come on, man. You getting dirty. I just told you don't get dirty. Move. Come on, y'all. Get up. Get up. Get up. Thank you. Get all the way up, please. I'm sorry, y'all. My baby just got a shower when I see y'all here in the dirt. Be at the park taking a night walk. I want my kids to enjoy the summer, man. I don't even feel like being out here, but I want them to enjoy the summer. I like to be asleep. That's where I would like to be. But I like to take them out on night walks, man. I like to, live vicariously through them. You know what I'm saying? I've lived life, man. They don't know what it's like to have a summer when it's hot outside, you outside with your friends. There's not a lot of kids in my neighborhood, so I try to get them out as much as I can. But back to the topic, man. I told y'all, man, people were so mad at me. They was in my comments calling me all kind of names. Uh, a lot of us already knew what time it was. You dig? Free Diddy, man. Free P Diddy. You dig? Now, if he was up for a domestic dispute, domestic abuse charge, I would say lock his ass up, give him some time. He shouldn't have put his hands on them women, on Cassie or whoever else. Shouldn't have put his hands on them. You know what I'm saying? But this wasn't a case about domestic violence. And this is where a lot of people get it wrong. Some people say they don't even care about the facts of the case. They only care about what they saw on that video. And that's not justice. That's not the law. You got to take your emotions out of things and really deal with law. You dig? The evidence was so damning, right? When they told us that Cassie was the one that requested the golden showers, Shawty requested the golden showers. You understand? These people probably think I'm crazy. Cassie requested the golden showers. Daphne Joy, aka Jane Doe, was setting up freak-offs without Diddy. Like, come on, man, let's just free that man already. Now, what they saying is, all they need is one instant where they were doing a freak-off against their will. They're saying all they need is one instance to find him guilty. They only need one. Now, that may put him in a jackpot. You understand? But to keep it real, man, any of them could have left at any time. Any of them could have left at any time. See, on Facebook, on Instagram, people try to make this narrative like they were held captive. All you motherfuckers y'all owe that man an apology. Y'all owe the black community a apology because y'all try to throw another brother underneath the bus. Listening to people like Jaguar Wright. Listening to people like Gene Deal. You dig? Gene Deal has some credible information. Jaguar Wright has some credible information. But a lot of this stuff is for YouTube and it's for clicks. Me being a YouTuber, me being amongst the music industry, the entertainment industry, I know it when I see it. You understand? So a lot of people were listening to these people blindly as if what they were saying was law. And what they were saying was half truths mixed in with the real truth. You dig? What's going on? Shout out to the chat, man. Y'all hit the like button for me, man. Hit the like button for me. Yeah, well, hey, Texas man, but see, a lot of people, they say stuff like karma, right? It seems as though we only receive the karma. It seems as though black folks only receive karma. Now, let me say this to you, man, and I've said this before. People try to make Diddy out to be such a bad individual, right? Sure enough, he was a Ike Turner. He had some Ike Turner in him. He had some old school player in him backhand type shit. I'm not condoning that. But as far as business goes, when it see again, somebody that's in the business, when people keep talking about he messed over all these people, nobody is successful from Bad Boy. Let me tell you, everybody right now from Bad Boy has opportunity. Wait, G. Everybody has opportunity to go get money off of the opportunity given to them by P. Diddy. You can't tell me Carl Thomas can't go book a show in every state in the United States. You can't tell me he can't set up his own show and eat from the opportunity that who gave him? P. Diddy and Bad Boy. Let me tell you something. We were dealing with an investor at one point in time. The investor came through. The investor was a big dog. He came through. He did some good things for us. We asked him for $100,000 to $200,000. He didn't give it to us. A piece of me was like, man, that's fucked up. The other piece of me was like, man, that man gave us opportunity. He did something for us. I took what he gave me and I made a living off of it. Let me say that again. I took what the investor gave me. He bought me some equipment. Well, I traded my services for equipment. I shot some videos for equipment. I took that and I ran with it. You can't tell me Total and them can't get together and go do shows for $14,000 a night. You can't tell me they can't. You understand? So to be honest with you, let me tell you something, man. What y'all don't know about the industry is a lot of these artists aren't built for it. You understand? A lot of these artists are not built. They're not built for this shit. They don't have the work ethic. They're not hungry enough. You understand that? So as far as Diddy's business dealings, I have no issue. That man, in order to get it out here, in order to be successful out here, to rise to the top of the ranks out here, you gotta be a crude businessman. You can't be out here taking no shit. I seen a clip where he was arguing with this chick and his staff. He was arguing with a chick on his staff. The chick on his staff was trying to tell him, he asked the chick on the staff to do something. She's telling him why she didn't do it and all. That's not how it works. He reacted the way he was supposed to react. You dig? So, as far as karma goes, I guess we all got karma coming to us. Because I know I done did some shit. I don't know nobody who hasn't done some shit. But it's karma when it comes to the federal prison system, the U.S. government snatching everything that man owns. That ain't really got nothing to do with no spirituality. Okay? That's called white supremacy. That's called racism. You dig? That's what that's called. So we can't get the two confused. Diddy will face his karma. I'm sure at the end of the day, you know, I don't care how much money you got. He was going through his own shit. You dig? He's gonna have to face his own music. But we can't condone the U.S. government coming out here snatching people up, trying to take their livelihood, take them from their family, humiliate them. You dig? We can't normalize that. You dig? Let me see this chat real quick. Makai Youngboy says, you talking about Diddy? Yeah, I'm talking about Diddy. Texas Bama says, Diddy couldn't do it without them neither. I agree, but still, you dig? Like, come on, man. He had Biggie. He had Craig Mack, right? Diddy was gonna make it regardless. Let me tell you something. Diddy was gonna be something regardless. He was gonna be huge regardless. The reason why I know is because I can recognize the hunger in him. He had a serious hunger in him. You dig? Maybe a little too hungry. Where he went wrong, he got too arrogant. He thought that it couldn't happen to him. I saw a clip of him saying that he can do whatever he wants to do. I'm paraphrasing. So yeah, he got too cocky, he got too arrogant, he started moving crazy. This should be a lesson to future generations. All these niggas, R. Kellys, Puff Daddies, uh, who's a new one? We got new ones. They ain't even coming up to Smokey Robinson. Okay? But this should be a lesson. When you get you some money, man, you can't just be out here running. I'm talking about the young thugs, the Lil Durks, the YFN Lucci's. This should be a whole lesson. When you get a couple dollars, you have to move correctly, man. Because the magnifying glass is on you. Everybody else can do what the fuck they want to do. But if you are a brother, because we got a different sauce with us, a lot of people can't stand the sauce and the flavor that we going to present when we get that bag. Yeah, it just irritates some souls. So we really gotta be cognizant of how we moving. You dig? Because it can get snatched up. They want to snatch it up. You dig? Yeah, man. So the verdict is coming soon, man. And I'm excited about this. I want to see what happens. I want to see how this thing play out. I hope he makes out. You dig? I'm sure he's. Let me tell you, man. What Cuz has been through already, man. That's karma. To have all your business put out there, to have he probably done spent a good 40 million, 40, 50 million. He probably done lost 100, 200 million. You understand? He probably done lost a lot of money, man. So I think the punishment is already there, man. And he got a stain on his name and his reputation. The Diddy brand will never be the same. Let me tell y'all something, man. And this is no cap, man. This is real deal, Holyfield. I knew something was going on with Diddy 5, 6 years ago. He knew. Diddy knew something was coming down. When he changed his whole stuff to Love Records, I knew something was up. Something was up. I knew it. My man changed his name from Bad Boy to Love Records. I start scratching my head because this is what people do when they know something is about to happen. They change their image. And he changed his image from Bad Boy to what? Love. You understand? So he knew. Cassie, we got to talk about Cassie for a minute. Cassie, as the days go by, I realize this theory is the one that is plausible. Cassie, she went through what she went through. She participated in what she participated in. And guess what? Cassie got immunity. Y'all know that? Does anybody want to talk about Cassie getting immunity? What the fuck do you need immunity for if you're a victim? No, she got immunity because she was committing the crimes. She was sex trafficking. She was involved in the RICO. Everybody keeps saying it's a one-man RICO. No, it's not a one-man RICO. They're co-defendants. Cassie was a co-defendant. You understand that? Cassie was a goddamn co-defendant. She got immunity, y'all. And I heard something on Vlad TV which made perfect sense. Everybody that participated in the freak-offs, they need to go sue Cassie. She got that nice, fresh, big bag, that 30 million. They need to go and file charges, okay? And they need to get a piece of that 30 million because technically she was Diddy's underboss at that period of time. You dig? So everybody tried to make her out to be some sort of victim. You dig? Yeah, she was a victim of domestic violence. Yeah, she was. But at the same time, she was sex trafficking. If that's what we're going to do, if that's what we're going to say, this is the standard we're going by, she was right there with, because she was making the plays. She was setting up the itinerary. She was requesting the urination, okay? She was humiliating these poor men, all right? She was humiliating these poor, helpless men who were coerced with money, right? See, we gotta play fair, man. We gotta play fair all around the board. If these women were coerced because they wanted their rent paid, because this is what happened. This is what they said happened. They said they were doing the freak offs. Daphne Joy, Jane Doe said she was doing these things because she wanted her $10,000 a month allowance. That's not sex trafficking, y'all. You dig? That's uh that's a bitch on the whole stroke. You dig? That's somebody that's working. You understand? So we gonna see, man. Y'all know y'all definitely gonna hear from me as soon as the verdict drops. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm out here in the dark tonight. I'd like to be in a very well-lit place, but I'm out here in the dark tonight. I just took my daughter on a walk. I'm about to go in and finish editing some videos, and I'm gonna hit the sheets, man. I'm gonna be up early tomorrow. Hopefully we'll hear something from the jury. They saying the jury's having a hard time. One of the jurors got reprimanded for not following instructions for some reason. I got to look more into that. But it's very interesting. People, they did a poll outside the courthouse. About 5 out of 6 people said Diddy was not guilty. I'm talking about women and men. They said Diddy. They said from what they saw, what they heard, from the evidence presented, these are people that followed the case. They said Diddy's not guilty. You dig? And I told y'all this last year, man, because it doesn't make sense. Diddy can go buy. He can go buy whatever he wants to go buy. You understand? You're not some people are not victims, they're volunteers. Either you're a victim or you're a volunteer. You dig? Y'all drop a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. Is Diddy getting time or nah, man? Big shout out to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button for me. Hit the subscribe button. Y'all know how we do it, man. Top Flight TV. 50 Cent, his baby mother. Y'all know 50 Cent's baby mother is Jane Doe. And that shit is very interesting. You know, to have your baby mother be smutted out like that, and in the public, you know, somebody such as 50 Cent, very prideful, very calculated man, for his child's mother to be freaking off with several men, doing everything under the sun. 50's pride is hurt. 50, you know, he's really pushing for Diddy to get some time, which I find to be strange. You know what I'm saying? But look, let me get up off of here, man. Big shout out to everybody, man. Y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Texas, man, I appreciate you. I'm out of here. Peace.